In this lesson, we will understand what are storage classes in C. We will also see the types of storage classes, and in the end we will run an example. Let us start. Storage classes in C determine the scope, visibility, and lifetime of variables and functions within a program. There are four storage classes in C: auto, register, static, and extern. So let us understand them one by one before running an example. The default storage class for local variables is auto. Variables are allocated memory on the stack. Variables are initialized automatically with garbage values. The scope is local to the block in which they are defined, and it exists till the control remains within the block. Now let us see what is a register storage class. It is similar to auto but suggests to the compiler to store the variable in a register for faster access. The variables must be of type int, char, short, or their unsigned versions. The scope is local to the block or function where it's defined, and the lifetime is only during the execution of the block or function. Let us go to static. Under static storage class, the variables retain their values between function calls. Variables are initialized only once at compile time. The scope is local to the block in which they are defined, that is if defined within a block. For global variables and functions, the visibility restricts to the file where it's defined. So its scope is local as well as global. It is local to the block in which they are defined. It is global if defined outside all blocks. The last storage class is extern, that is external. It is used to declare variables that are defined elsewhere in the program. Variables must be defined outside all blocks. The scope is global, that is across multiple files, and it will exist till the program terminates. Now let us see an example to implement all these four storage classes in C. Here is our VS Code. We created the following folder and added all our programs in it. Let us create a new file. Right click, new file, demo43.c. Let us add a comment. Storage classes in C. Let us add the header file. Now let us begin. First we will set a global variable. Let's say the name is global var. We are creating an integer variable. We will assign it to 0. Default storage class for global variables is extern. Okay, now we will create our function void. Let's say the function name is demo function. Within that we will create three variables. Int local val is equal to 0. We will assign it to 0. Then another integer variable, we will assign it to 1. Then the last, the static variable, we will assign it to 2. Now we will set it to auto. The second one would be with the register storage class, and the third one will be static. Okay, now let us print within the function. Okay, let's say local var is equal to %d, and I'll also add a /n new line, and similarly I'll print rest of them. Copy, paste, and in a similar way. Okay, so we have printed all of them. Now so we have printed all four of them. Now it looks fine. We will now increment them one by one to understand the concept. Okay, now the main function for loop int I is equal to 0, I is less than 3 and I plus plus. We will call the function, here it is, return 0. Now let us run it. File, save, right click, run. Now what happened? Here it printed. I'll add a slash n here. Okay. Save, right click, run. Now here it is. Let us understand the output. Here local var is a local variable. Okay. With auto storage class, that is this. So it will get reinitialized every time the function is called. So it's 0 when the function is called again, it's again 0 and it's again 0 here. That means it got reinitialized every time the following function is called. Okay, 3 times 0, 1, 2, I is equal to 0, I is equal to 1, I is equal to 2. 3 times. Now let us move to the second, that is the following. It was having register storage class. So you can see register variable was having 1, then again 1, and in the next it is again 1. So it is a register variable intended for quick access, and it also gets reinitialized every time. Then came the static. Static var retains its value between function calls because of the static storage class. So what will happen? It was 2 initially. In the next call, here it is now 3, and in the next it is 4. So it retained its value and got incremented. 2, in the next call it is 3, and in next it is 4. The last one would be our global. Okay, the default storage class for global variable is extern. Global var is a global variable with extern storage class, and it retains its values across the entire program. So it was 0 initially. In the first call it is now 1, and in the last function call it is 2. So this is how we can understand the 4 storage classes in C language. 2 of them retain its value and 2 of them gets reinitialized every time. So here we saw that we have local variable here, and we are incrementing them using this, and here are the function calls under a for loop. Okay, when the program will run, initially the value of local var is 0. Since local var is with auto storage class, it gets reinitialized every time the function is called. So it is 0, it will increment, but when the function call will happen, it will reinitialize and remain 0. In the next function call it's 0, and in the last also it is 0. Then comes your register variable regvar. It is similar to auto and gets reinitialized every time. Okay, it's 1 right now. It will increment, but it will reinitialize with every function call. So it will be 1 again. It will reach here, then it will increment and 1 again. Therefore, it's 1. In the next function call it's 1, and in the last function call it is 1. Okay, then comes your static. Static retains its value between function calls because of the static storage class. It is 2 here. It will increment and will go 3. Then again function call, it will again print and go to 4. Similarly the things will go on. Initially it is 2, it got printed here. Then it incremented with 3 and then 4 because it retained its value. Now the last one, global variable, which was 0 initially. It is with the extern storage class because the default storage class for global variables is extern. It retains its value across the entire program. It was 0, it printed 0, then it incremented, and in the next function call it printed the incremented value. Then it incremented again, and the next function call, things went on like this. Global variable was 0. Then it incremented to 1. After that it incremented to 2. So guys, we saw what are storage classes in C. We also understood the types of storage classes. We also ran an example to understand the concept. Thank you for watching the video.